Welcome to Evolve, Mastery for Leading a New World, with CEO and award-winning author Yvette Bethel. This podcast is dedicated to supporting leaders with a variety of solutions to build trust, inspire authentic change, and improve morale within your organization. Learn how to grow your people, build your culture, and transform your results.
Welcome to Evolve, Mastery for Leading a New World. I'm your host, Yvette Bethel, and this week's episode is entitled Building Trust When There's No Appetite for Truth. Increasingly, leaders are seeking ways to stimulate improved levels of engagement and performance. This can emerge when performance of the team has plateaued, and leaders want to stimulate growth through engagement, innovation, and collaboration. Decision makers are making the connection between strengthening trust and improving engagement and performance. Building trust, though, is not an easy process. It should start with the leaders having the will to make a change within themselves. They also need to be committed to identifying the ways low trust is perpetuated within the team. This can be especially challenging when a leader is unable to perceive his or her behaviors that contribute to low trust. There are teams that exist where the impaired self-image of the leader is the primary contributing factor toward low trust levels. This is because these leaders can be paranoid about what people think about them, constantly on the phone attempting to find out who likes them or who does not, instead of doing their work. When this happens, persons on the team are afraid to make any move that could be interpreted as threatening by the leader. So as you can see, when leaders exhibit low confidence, employees detect this, and as a result, there's a high possibility that tension resides within the team. In teams like this, the leader, who is the primary architect of culture and climate, is unable to build trust because her behaviors contradict the behaviors needed in a trusting environment. Instead, these leaders perpetuate political work environments so favoritism, competitive behavior, duplicity, and corruption can abound. It is important for decision makers to pay attention to leaders who have low self-esteem because they are key to achieving improved engagement and performance. Some of these leaders are difficult to detect because they operate as chameleons. They sometimes appear to have healthy self-esteem, projecting what seems to be confidence, but it is a facade. Unless a leader works toward truly improving his or her sense of value, they will create the illusion that they are working toward meaningful change. Unfortunately, if there's no inner work being done to shift the low confidence levels, the changes will operate through the prism of low self-esteem. So the question here is, given the dynamics associated with leaders who operate with low self-esteem, how can decision makers create an appetite within these leaders for building trust? One way that authentic change has happened is to show these leaders what's in it for them, to buy into the new way of being. Using relational or referent power can help to bring about this change. Coercion is not ideal. All it does is cause leaders with low self-esteem to comply while disguising their non-productive behaviors. Persons with low self-esteem are especially hard on themselves, so they tend to be very critical of others. They have a difficult time acknowledging the strengths in others, so they either diminish their coworkers or they prevent these coworkers from showcasing their strengths, causing them to feel left out and demoralized. Creating an appetite for truth requires confidence building, and building confidence requires leaders to make a deep commitment to their personal development. This is because when leaders have low self-esteem, it's difficult for them to even admit to themselves less than productive thoughts and behaviors. Here are a few ways leaders can work toward the type of personal transformation necessary for developing an appetite for truth. Set goals and work toward achieving them. Keep friendships that support you positively, ones that allow honesty and growth instead of ones that enable non-productive behaviors. Take the steps you need in order to project an appearance that builds confidence. Commend members of your team meaningfully. This requires confidence from you and helps to build their confidence also. Demonstrate fairness and ethics. Regardless how you feel about your coworkers, this will help you to build healthy relationships that can lead to growing your confidence. Refrain from comparing yourself to others and take action to help yourself to stop critical self-talk. You will need to decide whether a coach, therapist, or other type of professional can support you with this. Creating an appetite for truth can help members of your team to learn and grow because of respectful, customized support, because they understand that you care. It can help members of your team to achieve peace of mind and become a cohesive, engaged, and high-performing entity. Creating an appetite for truth is a journey for an entire team. From the perspective of the team, the leader needs to demonstrate trustworthy behaviors. From the perspective of the leader, the team needs to give him or her a fair chance at making change. Thank you for joining me at Evolve Mastery for Leading the New World. Join me this and every Monday for a new episode. In the meantime, always remember to build trust even when there is no appetite for truth.
Thanks for listening to Evolve Mastery for Leading a New World. Visit YvetteBethel.com to learn more about Yvette's leadership programs and to download her free gift, Success Tips for Igniting Your Career.